ripe with new titles by creators who are determined to get their books into your hands. My name is Onrie. For the last decade, I've been making and selling my own creator-owned comics and dealing as a collector in live sales. My signature series, Yisun Shin, is the book that cannot be defeated in battle and has over 250,000 copies in print. Now I'm taking comics to the next level and laying the groundwork for my fellow creators to get their voices heard so they can connect directly with you. This is your chance to engage live with top comic book talent and get your comics signed without having to wait in long lines or pay any fees. But remember, we only have a limited amount of their books in stock, so always remember to call it as you see it. You're watching Virtual Signings with Onrie, the live event show.
What's up, everybody? You're watching Virtual Signings with Onrie, the live event show. Welcome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. So what is this? What the heck am I doing here? I will tell you guys. So last year, around this time, we launched Live with Onrie, which was a show where I interviewed different creators. And at that time, what I was trying to do is trying to learn from them and trying to figure out how are they coping with the situations that we find ourselves in right now with COVID and there not being any conventions, which has primarily been our main source of income, at least for me. I mean, a lot. And I discovered soon that a lot of these creators are turning to sources like Kickstarter, and they're finding other means of actually distributing their work. So over time, I started to learn things. And I have now taken that knowledge and I'm bringing it to the next level. And that is what brought about Virtual Signings with Onrie. I always mess up in the first episode. It always happens. It happens for like the first 10 episodes, and then I finally figure it out. I catch my groove. So the deal with the show is we bring creators onto the show. I buy their books from them in advance, and I'm giving you guys an opportunity to actually buy their books right now. And today's creator is fantastic. Guys, it works just like our shopping show. All you got to do is just call it as you see it. You see the book, call it as you see it. And I'm bringing the creator on to just chat with you guys. And I'm giving you guys a chance to interact. This show is not for the creators so much as it is for you guys. We want you to be able to engage with the creators because they want to engage with you. We're going to bridge that gap right now and get their work in your hands. So without further ado, I am bringing on our guest, Rob Multari. How you doing, my man?
Good. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic. All right, let's get this ticker thing going here. And everything is open now, guys. This is your chance to call this fantastic book, which we're going to talk about right now. It's called Night Wolf. So, Rob, kick us off. Tell us what this book's about, and what the deal is.
So basically, Night Wolf is a story about a young man who finds out that he's born a werewolf and gets thrown into a supernatural war. Basically, it starts off as, he has a series of nightmares kind of foretelling some horrible shit that's about to go down. and basically, he just, his whole world gets turned upside down. He has to, save his girlfriend from a master vampire who is in control of a horde of supernatural creatures.
His girlfriend's hot, by the way. Oh my God, oh my God, yeah. And then that other chick too. But anyway, yeah. Here's his girlfriend. Check it out, guys. Who wouldn't want a girlfriend like that? Can we get a clear shot of her? That's Elizabeth right here, and she is the main love interest. I don't know how to get that. Rob, maybe you could show us a better.
Yeah, let me.
And in the meantime, I just want to say the production value and quality of this book is like top notch. And I read the first 4 issues of your series, and I want more. That's what I put down issue 4, and I'm like, I want more. And here's what's the best thing about this, guys. Go ahead. There she is. Look at that. That is a 10 right there. Yes. Yes. Oh, totally. Oh my God. Yeah. She, and all the women here are just really, really beautifully drawn. Tell us about the main character.
So the main character, he's kind of like your typical high school kid. He, plays football. He has a full ride scholarship. But again, like I said, he was born a werewolf, didn't know it. When he turns 18, basically this his werewolf power comes to light, and all these different supernatural creatures start invading this small town that he's from. So basically, like I said, his life with the silver spoon in his mouth kind of gets ripped out. You know what I mean? He has to start fresh. He has to learn how to, be a werewolf, and he kind of like just be in that supernatural world instead of the world of us normal humans.
And that's what I find really interesting. I love the first issue, by the way. That first issue really pulls you in because it's straight up. And you and I had a conversation about this. It straight up took me back to like those awesome like teenage comedies that I used to watch when I was like in high school, like American Pie. Those movies that really made you kind of like want to go to the party and like have that experience that you see these characters going through in the movie. Like I always wanted to be the jock. I wasn't the jock though. I was a big nerd comic book.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I was, the way I was writing it was, again, I've watched all those, the same as you, and even in high school, like I was one of those kids. I played football, but I wasn't popular. I was the comic book guy. Even amongst my friends, like who were also kind of outcasts, I was that comic dude, whereas the other ones were, they weren't into that either. So like, I didn't really have a whole lot to relate to and talk to about when it comes to my interests, except for like maybe music or, whatever. So when I was writing this character, it was kind of like, taking his friends and like him kind of like as what I wish like my kind of high school experience would be, but also putting a little bit of humor from my actual friend group in there. Just kind of to make it relatable. A lot of the things, it's just like my friends and I were kind of like Jackass, but without like being televised. We do stupid stuff and then.
Yeah, and there were parts, and this is always the indicator. By the way, just want to say, we got a nice big crowd here right now, guys. Just letting you know, engage with us. Peter, what's up, man? Engage with us. This is the time. If you got questions for Rob, this is the time to ask him. We're not going to put you off to the side. We're going to get to you guys. This show is for you guys to engage with us directly. All right. Anyway, what I wanted to say too is, one of those, that was exactly what I loved about that first issue was the relatability and just the fun of it. Yes, it's dark and things are, transitioning very quickly, but there was nothing that really pulled me out of the story. And another thing too is when things were funny, I genuinely laughed. I typically don't do that. Even, it's very hard to make me laugh when I'm reading comics. Like the only other time I remember laughing that hard was when I was reading Ultimate Spider-Man 21. Yeah, it was 21.
Okay.
20. And it was Ultimate Spider-Man's first fight with Ultimate Dr. Octopus. Jack, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. And, Spider-Man's having this big battle with Dr. Octopus. They're leading up to it and everything. And it's all like going to come down to this. We've seen them fight before, but never like this. This is like a first time Spider-Man beat him. He shoots a web and pulls down his pants. And he's so taken off that Spider-Man punches him in the face and knocks him out in one punch. We've never seen that before. I was laughing so hard. I thought that was great. And I still think it's great. But again, when a book actually makes me laugh, and again, it takes you back to your teenage years when, you were with your buddies and, just making stupid jokes and making each other laugh and all that kind of stuff. And, they're very much, I'm going back to that scene exactly. And, the story's always being advanced too, which is another thing. I look at that 10 right there. Oh my God. Yes, Onrie's a perv, guys. You heard it here now in front of a live studio audience. Onrie likes attractive women, especially the ones that are drawn in Robert's book here. So, Robert, we got a full house right now. All right. And we got books we got to move. So I have issues 1 and 2 available right now. We sold out of 3 and 4, but Rob's got something planned for you guys, and we'll get to that. But just so you know, every book is signed already. It's pre-signed. That's why it's called Virtual Signings with Onrie. All right. And every book comes with a free bookmark. And here, I'll just move it out of the way. And this is a really cool character who's getting her own series too. And her name is Snowpaw, and she's awesome. And she's Scottish. She's a Scottish werewolf. Is it Scottish?
Yes, yeah, she's Scottish.
Yeah, see?
So I'm excited for her series to come out. It's it takes you back a couple hundred years into the 19th century. It's going to be moving across Europe, showing all the different supernatural and fantasy creatures that inhabit my universe that I really kind of like. You only really see in Nightwolf like a certain area, like around Pennsylvania, but with her, it's going to be like it's basically going to blow open, my world.
That's awesome. All right, you see, you got a question here from Mr. Trevino here. He wants to know, bust it out, man.
Yes.
Bust it out, brother. Go for it.
I got a pile up over here with all the different covers. So there are currently variant covers. So this is the original standard. And
hang
also,
on, let me move the camera out of the way so people can see it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So also we have the full blown version of it that gives you the whole. So that's one variant. It's basically a full wrap cover. And then we have the Joseph Schmolke cover. He's Electric Black. He does a lot of Scout. He's even done a Ninja Turtle.
Random Star Killer that we sold out of. It's a crazy book. It's awesome. Joseph Schmolke did a variant. Oh my God. How much is that?
This one is $15.
Guys, call it as you see it. Right now, call it as you see it. $15 for a Joseph Schmolke cover. Guys, this guy's hot. That's awesome, man.
Yes, I actually had the pleasure of meeting him at the Keystone Comic-Con in 2019 when cons were still a thing.
It will be a thing again. Mark my words.
So speaking of that same con, here's the Keystone Comic-Con exclusive by Chris Williams and his art team. Also, Gat Melvin is the colorist. He's also the colorist for my book. So this is an awesome. We're talking about hot women here.
Yeah, man. And this is what's cool, guys. Once you read this first issue, this isn't just some variant cover with random chicks. These are characters in the comic. They serve a point to the story. I already know, and I recognize them already, and I'm like, wow. All right, so Jack's asking a question. He's asking, Rob, for the trade that you made, are you putting all the covers in the book, at least showing us what they are?
Yeah, so all of the variant covers for all of the issues are in the back of the trade paperback that is coming out in February, along with other new pinup arts done by great artists. And again, there's also 4 additional 4-page stories that are being put into each chapter of the book.
That's awesome. Okay, now, guys, I want to cut to the chase here because we got to move some comics here. All right, hang on, sorry. It's a first episode thing. I hate that. I can't get over that. You're helping me get there, man. I appreciate it.
That's all good.
You're anointing this entire process.
I'm glad I could be the first one to help you bring it in.
Oh, dude, it's such an honor, man. It really is. Okay, so, guys, just so you know, this is the situation, all right? I have 3 sets of issues 1 and 2 left. All right, we have issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. This set in my hands here has already been claimed. It's gone. Boom. Done. This set here has also been claimed by Mr. Chris Mason. These books are all signed, by the way. And if we sell out right now, we can then work on getting Rob to hook you up with whatever else you're missing. This is an excellent opportunity to get on the book and jump on this thing. So, all right, I got an issue 1 and 2 and 2 more issue 1s. I have 3 sets here, guys, of issues 1 and 2. Great time to jump on the book. Books are signed. Both of these books together are going for $10. Now, if you have an open tab with Hunter Killer Collectibles, all you got to do is just add this on. You get free shipping right now, right? Because it'll just be thrown into your stack over here. So issues 1 and 2 going for $5 a pop. You can get issue 1 as well if you just want to try it out for $5. We will hook you up because here's the thing. Once we sell out of these books, you can get whatever you need from Rob, and I will definitely order more of these books. I know that, Rob, you plan on doing this as an ongoing book?
Yes, so it's planned as an ongoing. I have 12 issues written of this story arc. So, we still have a lot of story to tell. We're working on issue 5 now. Matter of fact, the second page just got the line art finished, and so we're making headway to try and bring the next one out in March, April, if depending on how timing works. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an ongoing series. Hopefully, Snowpaw will be also. We're going to start out with 4 issues, but then depending on how the popularity of that one goes, that might also turn into an ongoing, which is great because that's like 200 years of information that we can work with.
2 sets left, guys. 2 sets left. Peter, you rock, man. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Peter. Appreciate it.
I got you, man. All right, guys. 2 sets left. 2 sets left, and I'm sold out. But our man Rob isn't, and he can hook you up with issues 3 and 4. He's got you covered on that front. But on top of that, Peter, Rob, I have an idea. Remember that box you showed me before we went live?
Yeah.
We will unveil what that is after someone claims this. All right, he's got you. You sold the 3 and 4, so pull that too, please. For you,
3 and 4.
Yeah, Peter Trevino wants that. He's got you. So can you sign those for him too while we're on here?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Peter, you rock, dude. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, man.
I'm looking for my pen.
He has joined the hunter killer flock. As yesterday, it was really nice meeting him through CBSN. Much love to you, man. And so, in the meantime, while you're signing that, Mike is asking when the Snowpaw Kickstarter is going to start.
So right now, I'm working with an artist to try to do some test pages and character designs. Originally, I wanted to do that as my next Kickstarter, but because of working with a new artist, it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of get to there. So that's why Carlos is already working on Nightwolf number 5. So we're looking, as soon as Nightwolf number 5 is fulfilled, hopefully June, July, then we'll jump into a Snowpaw Kickstarter.
That's awesome. All right. Jack is saying, Rob, I just got in the crossover print that you did with Tart by Kevin Joseph.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's
a Carlos special there. So Carlos Herrera, my artist, is the one who did that Tart crossover print. So I mean, that's the art you're going to be getting in these awesome books.
That's fantastic. All right, guys, 2 sets left. Let's find out what's in the box. What's in the box? We saw WandaVision. What's in the box? 2 claims left. $10. Did you see WandaVision yet?
I haven't. I'm actually waiting until it all comes. Like I watched them all the way straight through, so I'm waiting for it all to be out there before. Because if I had to stop at like one, episode, I'll be like, ah.
All right. Peter's asking this: while he's signing 3 and 4, have him sign the variants and add them to the collection.
All variants of the. I mean, I can. We have a ton of variants here. I need more specificity.
I think probably the ones you showed would be best. So
so we're talking. So that's the original.
Yeah, I think those.
Boom. These 3.
Here, I'm going to give you the screen, and Peter, just confirm what you're looking for.
All right, Peter. So we have the Keystone Comic-Con, the exclusive. This one's 20. We have the Joe Schmolke, that's 15, and then we have the full spread one. That's 10.
Yeah, add them all.
Okay, and then there was one I actually didn't get to that was in my hand. Was the Dan Ickes. It's a Hulk cover homage. It's the Wolverine with the claws, reflecting the Hulk kind of a homage. This one is 20. If you were interested in this one as well,
dude, this is fantastic. See, it's like we're back at Comic-Con. All right, guys, we got a full house here. I love this. Thank you so much. We got a full house here and only 2 sets left. Who's pulling this? Call it as you see it, guys. We only got 2 sets left. $10 for each set. $10, and these you get the first 2 issues, and then after that, it's all going to Rob. Everything that we call from that point on is going to Rob. And he's got an awesome box. You guys probably saw it as he moved out of the way. All you got to do is call it as you see it. And then Jack is asking you to show them the connecting covers. Is that what was in the box?
There is connecting cover. Actually, all of the variant covers are in the box. There is a mystery CGC that is also in this box. The connecting covers is for issue 3, which is also another X-Men homage in a manner. As soon as I gather all the parts.
Well, Chuck Pino is saying he wants to get in Rob's box. It's very naughty, very, very, very inappropriate. try and keep it at a rated R level here, Chuck.
Right.
The NC-17 stuff's going too far, buddy.
So this is the connecting cover. So this is the standard connecting with the kind of like Magneto-esque vampire holding his hand up, connecting to the Snowpaw on this side. So that is the three variants for issue 3. There's also a fourth variant done by Carlos Herrera that has featuring Snowpaw as her first official appearance. So that's the 3 for issue 3. Well, four for issue 3 and the variants.
That's awesome. Joe Hardy, how you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. We got Mike saying naughty is the way of the day. Chuck Pino's like, I know, right? Well, things are about to get real dirty here. So let's talk a little bit more about your book here, since we're talking dirty. What were your influences for some of the female characters? Because I think that they all kind of like, they all have very definitive looks. Was there any kind of like period in your life that like you were like, okay, while I'm writing this, I'm going to model these after people I know, or maybe some women I dated, or whatever the case is? Like, what was the idea here?
So with Jen, the love interest, the girlfriend, hey Mog, how you doing? She basically, like, her attitude was kind of like one of my girlfriend from my first, like one of my first serious girlfriends. Look wise, she is kind of like designed after Lana from Smallville.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Don't wonder why I have such a crush on her.
Right? I had such a crush on her, so that's where like that look. I was like, basically putting those two together was like.
I had such a huge crush on her. It is horrible.
And then the girl who kind of looked like the Baroness from G.I. Joe. Yeah. It was kind of like that meets Victoria Justice.
Okay. Well, how about what was it? The girl in the blue dress who's part of the the bad guy group. Guys, by the way, if you want to see how beautiful these women are, it's only going to cost you $10 right now. You get both of these books signed. But on top of that, this book isn't just about beautiful women. It is about awesomeness. It's Teen Wolf, Blade, and Buffy all rolled into one. It's fantastic. We only got 2 sets left. That means it's selling well and that you want it in your collection. It's only going for $10. Claim it now. Call it as you see it. We got you covered, guys. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we got so the girls, the twins, basically. These are not to kind of give a little. I mean, I don't know if how much I should spoil it, but the twins here. I'm not going to kind of tell you what they are. I'm sure you can kind of figure that out from reading it. So it's kind of like those two were kind of like if you take Selena Gomez and kind of you have like a lighter version of her versus a punky version.
Can I tell you something though?
Sure.
I see a lot of Rod in you. I do. I like honestly, like as I was reading the book, I was like, cool. Like Rod is kind of like that's the main character of the book, guys. He's the kind of guy that like everybody wants to be. He's like straight up like he's got like this suave about him. You know, he's got swag. You know, he's swagger. I got swag.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I kind of wrote him the way I wish I was in high school. Like it was like basically like if I were to write my own story in high school, that's kind of like how I wrote it. Like it was basically like this is what I wish life would have been like. Even coming down to like being a werewolf. Like I love werewolves. I'm obviously, I'm not one because they, but what if I was? I would like that was kind of like my. I started actually writing this in high school. So it was kind of like one of those escapes from my own personal life situation.
Sorry. I was just responding to Jack here who was asking me, if I think Kristen Kruk saw it. Yeah, of course she's still alive. She'll be out when she's 85. That's how There are some women like that though. Like in Russia, there's like the Stinger. And, she's just had this very youthful looking face and she was just so beautiful and everything. And after after I heard her perform, and she had such a wonderful voice too. My mom like turns over and she's like, you know, she's 75 years old. I'm like, what? No way. She's not 75 years old. BS. I don't see anything that indicates that woman is over like 35 years old. She looked amazing for 75. Holy moly. So Kristen Crick, she's got them qualities. Unless, you know, she changes. I don't know. Didn't she go to jail or something? What happened to her? Or is that who got? They were part of some sex cult thing.
No, that was Chloe, the girl who played Chloe.
Val, what's up? Val. Okay, Val, check it out. We got Nightwolf 1 and 2. This is Rob's book right here. This is a new show I'm doing. It's a virtual signing right now. So we got the book signed. Each book is going for $5. We have issues 1 and 2. The pair is going for $10. These are pre-signed by Rob, and we only got 2 sets left. So you know what to do. Call it as you see it if you're interested. Rob, do you mind giving Val the quick pitch? Because she's one of my favorite customers, and she is somebody that loves supporting creator-owned books. I'm not sure if this is her thing or not, but I'd love you to tell her.
Fair enough. Hi, Val. So Nightwolf is a story about a young man who finds out that he's born a werewolf and gets thrown into a supernatural war against demons, witches, vampires, and other werewolves.
And Val, the artwork in here is sensational. It's really, really good stuff. And it comes with bookmarks, too. There are bookmarks inside every book. And there's a Days of the Futures Past homage in the second.
There is. Let me pull that up. I got it right here.
And Mog is saying she saw an Asian ballet dancer who looked super young. All Asian women have this natural beauty to them, and like they never age. That's why I married an Asian woman. And my mother-in-law is one of the most youthful-looking women I've ever laid eyes on. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Asian women are absolutely beautiful. All right. And we got Jack here. He's saying, hey, Sean, Val. All right, cool. All right. Mog is calling it. All right. We got 1 set left. 1 set left. Mog, I wasn't expecting that. You rock. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Love you. By the way, guys, and I don't mean to take the attention away from Rob here because he is the star of the show, but we got Mog Park in the house. I made an announcement today that Mog Park is doing a variant cover, the first ever variant cover done by the first Korean artist to contribute anything to our Eastern Shin series. That is such a big deal. And the fact that it's Mog only makes more sense. She's a phenomenal artist. I have to stay on top of her and remind her because she's so busy. We got a set. Yo, Rob, you know what this means, brother. We're sold out. Guys,
Boom.
if you want any more bucks, you got to get them through Rob now. And he's got more stuff. And we got the box. The box is opening. Now, before you open it up, we all got to chant. You all got to sit in your rooms and say, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Well, this one's actually the display model. It's actually empty, but I can go get the other boxes.
Okay, so it's empty. So there's nothing in the box. So wait,
there is, but I will tell you what is in the box.
Okay, go for it.
So basically, all the covers that you see, I will show them one by one. So
I'm right here. I'm just running over to get something real quick. Keep going.
All good. All good. All right. So all 17 covers, the ones that you've seen so far, those are in there. We got all of the. So here's issue 2, issue 2, issue 2, issue 2. And then I showed you the 3 for the 4 for 3, and then all of the issue 4s as well. So you got the Dirk Teed version. We got the Connor Hughes White Ash, if you're a White Ash fan, and a Chris Williams version. So all 17 covers for all all the variants for all 4 issues are in this box. Well, not this one in particular, but is in the collector's box. Plus, there is a mystery CGC copy. So much like this one, a lot of them are 9.8s. This is issue 1. It's signed by me. There's also some that are signed by our other artists that we've had involved. Chris Williams has a signed version. So there is a couple CGCs of the Keystone exclusive stuffed in there. And we also have, several different ones. We actually, I think I even have a couple of these gorgeous CGCs signed in there as well. I have a bunch of boxes that I had left over from my Kickstarter. And so I think I have 5 of them total that are stuffed right now, but I have plenty more that I can just stuff and send in the mail. And they also come with different tchotchkes. For example, this little baby, it's an enamel pin. It might be in there. It might not. I don't know. But there's also a chance for one of these little guys in there. So we have Lego Rodney and Lego Nightwolf.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and just a bunch of other great prints and stuff that they're also in there, bookmarks, stickers, all kinds of great swagger in these boxes.
That's fantastic, dude. I just want to say something real quick, not just to you, but to everybody who's watching right now. This is what it's all about, guys. We just sold out of another creator's book. Rob, I got a question for you.
Sure.
How do you feel right now seeing that your book is selling virtually and has sold out through a dealer, a licensed dealer?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. I mean, I don't, I don't usually get on like these kind of shows just because, usually I'm a little bit, I seem like I'm an extrovert now, but I'm a little bit introverted.
Really?
Yeah. But I do, when doing this stuff, it's new, it's exciting. So, I'm glad to see that it's people enjoy watching. Oh, the mask. I do. Let me
hold on. Go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm just letting everybody know that we see him. Keep going. You were.
Yeah. I mean, so I feel great. I mean, I'm happy to be doing this, and I'm happy that it's going so well. It's beyond my expectations. I still see myself as the new kid at the school in this kind of a case.
Hey man, when you got 4 comics out, you're in the club already, buddy. No, I'm serious, guys. This is just something I can say as a comics creator. I'm working on just 3 pages right now of Easton Shin that I've been working on for the last 3 months. 3 months with David Anthony Kraft. It's absolutely insane, the amount of shifting around and changing up stuff and doing this and all that, all for the love of comics, but more importantly, in service of the story. Making comics is extremely, extremely hard work, especially when you're doing it yourself, because now you got to wear all these different hats. Does it matter if you're an introvert or not? No, it doesn't. But here's Rob. He's telling you guys straight up, I'm not used to doing this, but I'm doing it. Why? Because he knows what's up. He knows that it's important for you guys to see that he's passionate about his work. And, you're in, dude. You know what it's about. This is straight up what comics is. It's stepping out of that comfort zone and challenging yourself to go further, to do the best work that you possibly can. Now let's get back to answering some of these questions, because I saw people were mentioning. So
let me grab one of those masks for you.
All right, he's gonna grab a mask here. Yeah, stop banging my head against the wall. Maybe I'll figure out what to do. No, I have figured out what to do. We finally figured it out. I'm telling you guys, this next issue of Easton Shin is going to be wild, and I'm super excited about it. And I get inspiration from reading, different work, because here's the thing that I love about Rob's work. It's so different than Easton Shin, of course, but there's a sense of fun that just lends itself to making it a really enjoyable reading experience. It's not one of those reading experiences that feels like a chore. Open it up and you're like just enthralled right away by the beautiful artwork, by everything. And guys, I may be sold out, but Rob's not. He's got you all day. Call it as you see it. Peter already called some stuff. You guys can call stuff. You can keep buying books. You're supporting him now. I don't see anything from that. We sold out. So now you guys buy up from. Why do I keep pointing in the wrong directions? First episode. Buy his stuff, and I'm not pointing that way. Right
so
there.
This is the mask that was spoken about.
Awesome. Whoa. I don't even have masks. I don't know what I do masks up.
Well, I thought there was a cool idea, since it, the werewolf from the nose down. Basically because that's what you're covering, right? I thought it was a cool thing.
And Jack saying he rocks his all the time.
Oh, nice.
All right, now Val has a very important question, okay? And
Yes.
Val, I'm sorry we had to wait a little while. You're so patient, so wonderful. Val is asking this. Please clarify. Did you design and draw the main wolf? And she's saying great artwork overall. She's excited.
So I actually did the original designs, which were kind of like they're almost like the simplified animated style, if you will. I'm a decent artist, but I'm a better graphic designer and web designer. So I figured that I would just focus on what I'm good at with the writing and everything. And so I did the originals, but I hired an artist, Carlos Herrera. He's my main artist he designed all of the good character designs for the book. And he did, I'd say probably like 50% of the art, because he actually, in issue 1, he left, and then he came back for issue 4, and then he did the new pages for the volume, and he's working on issue 5. So Oscar Chococota Ele, he was the interim artist, and for the time being, and then when Carlos came back, he took the project back on, and I'm glad that they both are great artists, but like Carlos and I have this, he takes on this project and he has great pride in it because he was there from the beginning. So working with him again it's amazing.
Well, I seem to have developed this ability to get artists to flee from me after the fact that they've collaborated, because we've collaborated because I'm very meticulous with everything, particularly on Easton Chin. And this is everything for you, right? I assume you bootstrap this. So to see that you have your team's still intact after all this time, and I was joking, by the way, everybody loves working with me. Everybody loves it. And but that dynamic, right, of keeping your team together, that's an extremely difficult thing to do, because look, we all got to survive, right? So people who are involved in this, they're involved because they're passionate about the project. Your artist sounds like somebody that really doesn't just want to work with you. They really want to contribute to the project. Ryan, what's up, man? Just letting you know, I've never seen you before, so I'm assuming he's a friend of yours, Rob?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right. Well, we're letting everybody know that they can buy stuff from Rob right now. You're going to be real proud of your buddy. His book.
Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate you coming and watching.
Yeah, his book sold out on our first episode of the virtual signing. This is excellent. I really want to have a record like Easton Chin and be undefeated in battle. So far, I have had 3 shows where all the creators sold out of everything. I want to keep that streak going. I want to get to 23. We're going to keep pushing, So 23 sellouts in a row. That would be awesome. And I'll hit the reset button here. Okay, so Val is asking, how many issues are available? Will this be ongoing?
So right now there are 4 issues available. I am working on a volume 1 that collects the 4 issues, plus also has additional story art added. So there's 16 additional pages, plus there's the covers, plus the then the pinups. That volume will be released in February, and then we're also working on issue 5 to be released in March. Well, or at least run a Kickstarter in March, April. There are 12 issues written of this particular story arc. So this story arc is long running, and then plans for basically, so the first 12 is like season 1. We have many seasons planned out, if you will.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And guys, when does season 1 ends with what? Issue 5, 6?
Issue 12.
Okay, issue 12. That's right. Okay,
yeah.
So yeah, this is going on. And where we find ourselves at the issue 4 mark is really, here's another thing. I love the gradual step into this new world. The world really expands after you read that first issue, because issue 1 is kind of like where, again, guys, like issue 1, if you're expecting a lot of like blood and gore, there's not a lot there, because they're building up everything, and we're starting out in this
horror movie.
Yeah, it's a suspenseful horror movie, and we're starting out, and it's just an average day. And I think those are the more fun scenes to write, because how do you get somebody to stay around for that? Well, I'm telling you, this book will have you laughing. It'll have you being like, what happens next? And what's great about it is Rob really gets you to want to care about these characters. You can see a lot of cool things happening here. In the second issue, everything goes nuts. By the end of the third issue, you're like, what the heck is going on? I promise you guys, by issue 4, you're gonna be like, dude, where's issue 5? You know, this is crazy. And you know, this isn't the end, Rob. I mean, I'll tell you right now, like when you have issue 5 coming out, we're going to order up issues 1 through 4 again because, you know, we know that people are going to want to jump on. Do we have issues 3 and 4 now? That is an excellent question. And I'd like to order those with an autograph, please. And yes, interested in the trade. So
I guess, what's the easiest way for them to get them off me? Go to my website and order, and then I'll just, in the description, just say,
I'm going to show you something that's really cool. Okay. If you want to, whatever would work for you, all you would need to do is you can use either PayPal or Square, whatever service you were using at cons, and just I will provide you with the emails for these customers, and then you can invoice them, and you'll be able to make everything.
All right, so, we'll do that. That's fine. I usually invoice like I did with you with PayPal.
That's exactly the invoice system you used with me. That's exactly what you'll do with these customers. Guys, it's just like checking out with Hunter Killer Collectibles. Same concept right here. You're just going straight to the source now because we sold out on the storefront. So our virtual storefront is sold out at the moment right now. But for the next 19 minutes, you guys can order direct from Rob. And here's what you're doing when you're doing that. You're putting all that money in the creator's pocket. I don't see anything from that. That's going into future issues of the book. So buy up. This is the time to buy. We may have sold out on the show, but we're not sold out at all. Buy from Rob. Call it as you see it. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, I have all 17 variants of all 4 issues available. We got the collector's box, $200 for that, and like I said, that has all of the variants. It has a CGC in there. Yes, Legos, stickers, all kinds of stuff that are in there. And we also on our website we got the Lone Wolf hats, we got the hoodies. We got all kinds of swag on there as well.
Swag going for it, just so we kind of have prices on that.
So the hoodies are $40. The hats $30. I got T-shirts for $20. And then the enamel pins by themselves. These are $10. You got the double, on there. And then we also the face mask is $15. So you can, like I said, you can wear those to cons, and like Mark said, that's instant werewolf cosplay.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, you got like full merch here right now. And Val's saying, I'm not excited enough. Well, Val, these are tough times. And people got to wake up every day and they got to say, this is what my job is, and they got to go. And there are a lot of people who have to do things that they don't like doing. And I get to wake up every single day and say, I get to go sell comics. I get to go make comics. How can I not be excited? How could I get bored of that? And I get to engage with you guys and introduce you. Episode 1, I get to introduce you to cool guys like Rob. I should just get used to it. I should see you as if you were here. All right. I'll remember. I'll get really good at this soon, guys. You'll see. Okay, so Jack's asking, when I do go outside and I'm wearing Rob's mask, I always get people ask me where I got that. Look at that.
Well, you know what? You could also tell them that they can get it at shop.lonewolfcomics.com. That's where your friends can get these masks as well.
Excellent. And we got Pete Hurst, who is my local comic shop owner, and he is awesome. He has been a huge mentor, and he's saying, I need a shot of moonshine. Pete, I agree with you. We just had a shot of moonshine a couple weeks ago. And guys, if you're in the Northbrook area in Illinois, be sure to stop by North Shore Comics. Pete's got you hooked up. We got my partner here. What up, G's? Kevin Hines in the house. Mr. Awesome himself. Do you like his profile picture? That is him.
As a kid?
Yeah, he's kind of got a Benjamin Button thing going on. Except he's not as smart as Benjamin Button. But anyway, yeah. Jim,
Benjamin, that's the term my wife uses whenever there's something sad. She's like, man, that's so Benjamin Buttons.
Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. Look at that. So Pete's saying, drop Onrie's name and I'll give you a 20% discount. Oh, look at that. That's straight up, guys. Pete is good for that. And Pete's got an excellent back issue bin of dollar comics at his shop. We go there all the time. We stock up with Pete all the time. So a lot of times when you guys see stuff, there's a very high chance it came from Pete. So be sure to go buy North Shore Comics. Excellent, like storefront, lots of comics. Anything you need, Pete can get it for you. And we got Mog laughing, ha ha ha. And we got Jack saying, hey, Pete. And we got damn 20% is deep. 20% is Pete will hook you guys up. It's straight up. And Kevin's like, it's my good side. It is. It's his daughter. It's his daughter. So and she's a beautiful little girl. We love her to death. All right, so we're coming to the last 15 minutes of the show. What do you want us to know? Like, what else can you tell us right now?
Yeah, so if you guys, if you didn't get a chance to call it out today, and you want to, check out the website with all the different merch, shop.lonewolfcomics.com. That's where you can get all my online stuff. We got the variants there, the boxes there.
I'm going to make that easy for you guys right now. Hang on, keep going. Sorry, man.
And then also to pre-order the Volume 1 trade paperback, you can go to lonewolfcomics.com/nightwolf, and that'll take you directly to the backer kit pre-order page from the Kickstarter for that. There's a awesome die-cut hardcover version of that where there's a claw marks coming through, revealing the wolf face over top of vellum. You can also grab the if you just want to do the soft cover. There's two versions of the soft cover. There's the Carlos Herrera version, and then there's also the Chris Williams version. Both are amazing art. So that's again, that's lonewolfcomics.com/nightwolf. And you can also find me on the socials at Lone Wolf Comics. That's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay, so we got Jack here asking for the price on the box. Guys, make note of this right now. And Rob, also, I am a dealer and Pete is a dealer. We might have other dealers watching, but anybody who's in it on the dealer front, ordering your books, what's the best way for us to get in touch with you? Because you actually contacted me directly. Are we going to walk into the shop? What's a great way for us to get books so that we can stock them for you?
Yeah, if you want to email me at multari@lonewolfcomics.com, that's the best email to reach me. Also, on Facebook at Rob Multari on Facebook, and at Twitter and Instagram. Those are mine's are short and sweet and all the same.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to just get your email and contact information here so everybody can see it. I'm just going to post it in the comments, guys. Screw this. All right, and here's the thing that's kind of messed up about it, is it broadcasts to everything. This is one of those episode 1 problems. I'm sorry, totally messing up. Okay, and I'm gonna share all those links that you sent me before in the comments, and it's gonna shoot out to every channel.
Yep.
So you really have to be paying attention to what's going on the show in order to see what's going on. And it's weird. That's why I don't respond in comments, is because it shoots out to every channel. So it's like it's weird and all that stuff. But awesome, man. So this is your email right here, and we're gonna shoot that off in the comments. And William, what's up, brother? This is how things are gonna go in the future. So when you get your issue 2 out of 47 Furious Tales, we're gonna have you on the show for a full hour, like we got Rob here, and we sold out. William was the last creator we had on the show, and we sold out of his books.
Oh, nice.
While we were on the air. It was amazing. We actually sold out of half of the inventory before the show even started. And I love this. I love connecting you guys with, your customers, because your work deserves to be read. The second you finish that issue 1 and decided I need to get issue 2 and 3 and 4 and beyond done, you are now showing commitment that you're not some creator who's going to drop the ball. And before, that standard was set at a different level. Before, it was, if you weren't in Diamond, then you weren't serious about this. Well, guys, things have opened, and we'll tell you something. The fact that was the case for so long forced so many of us, myself included, to work outside of that network because we couldn't get in Diamond. You think I would have settled off of one short order of Diamond, I wouldn't have a business. So we had to learn how to make this work. We turned to Kickstarter. We go to comic conventions. Every time we release new books, it moves old stuff. We found networks, to work with us outside of Diamond. But working directly with retailers and with other comic shops is so important because this is the community right here. This is how we engage. And we got Joe McAfee in the house.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, brother? Joe's my man. And, so this is what this show is all about, guys. It's giving you a chance to communicate directly with the creators, get to know them a little bit, and, use this show to, if you're a dealer and you decide to stock up on Rob's books, use this show to sell his book. Send it to your customers, post it up on your Facebook wall. Let everybody know that, like, look, here's this guy selling his book. You can buy it. This is the time to do it. And
yeah, reach out to me. I do wholesale prices for shops. So let them out. We can. I'll talk to you offline. Like I said, you got my email now out there. Hit me up. And anybody who's interested in the books. I mean, we got plenty of great covers done by great artists. I mean, we have Joseph Schmolke, we have Connor Hughes, we have Sean Forney, we have a ton of great artists doing covers for this book. And then I can't wait to reveal who's doing issue 5's covers.
And, Jack, you're right. Like Diamond, can be difficult, but they're also kind of like understaffed. So, there's a lot of things like we're trying to open up a Diamond account right now. And Pete's been kind of holding us over in the meantime, which Pete, again, shout out to you, man. Thank you for helping us out with that. But, are they a monopoly? Well, in terms of distributing certain comics, yes. But you know what? Technically, we're all distributors. Rob's a distributor. I'm a distributor. We're all distributors. So, if we're creating content, we can get it out there. It's never been easier to get comics than it is now. But I think for a lot of dealers, we depend on that catalog because it just keeps everything there. But we're still going to different shops to stock up on stuff. What makes this comic book industry work is when everybody's buying and everybody's helping each other out. That's why it's better to be closer to other comic shops. It's not necessarily competition because there are two shops that are within 5 miles of each other. It can also mean that, like, hey, if I don't have this, he's got it, and we all help each other out. That
networking goes very far, and I've been saying, like, this is like the golden age for like indie comics, especially. Being able to get all these great stories out there, into everywhere. It's awesome.
Yes, Val, we're clarifying that you're buying issues 1 and 2 for me. You're getting issues 3 and 4 from Rob directly. So you're good to go with the 4 issues, and you can go to the website for the other merch. It's in the comments. And Mog is saying it's an exciting transition to see where this market is going towards distribution. Absolutely. And guys, Mog, Mel. Mel was a dealer for a very long time. And just look at it from a different point of view. Look at comic conventions. Whenever I go to a comic convention and I'm searching for stuff, because that's where I used to do a lot of my hunting, you go through, back issue bins, right? You go to one dealer, are you looking for one comic? This dealer's got some stuff here, but he may not have it. So you got to go to the dealer next to him. That's how comics move. And comics move when they're, when there's enough room for the dealer, there's enough room for the collector, and everybody comes out happy. That's something that Pete taught me.
And there's a nice thing too, like when comic cons were a thing, like, if you're in Artist Alley as an indie creator and you have friends who are in the circuit at those same shows, there's always that nice thing where you could be like, hey, if you like this story, I know another guy right over there and another guy over there. You need to stop at their booths too. Being able to share each other and kind of boost each other, and then say, hey, there's shops I know too here. Go hit them up. They got great books too. Being able to to push each other up instead of put each other down. That's the way that this industry should be.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad to see that it's happening this way.
Absolutely, and it is. It's never gone anywhere. I just think that the biggest, the difficult thing for the dealer is this: the dealer is isolated, and they're isolated to their shop. And unless they're interested, or unless it makes sense for them to do live sales, they are used to, dealing with their customers direct, right? But every time, someone walks into a comic shop, you got to give them the service that they require. You got to make sure that they get what they need. And, it's a very difficult thing. And plus dealers, we also have to make smart decisions, like you can't just go and order every comic, and you can't stock the comics that you personally like either, because you'll be out of business. Like Kevin and I were doing that at first. We were like, when we decided to become dealers, we were like, all right, let's just get the stuff that we like. And some of it wasn't selling. And then we got stuff we didn't like. And then all of a sudden it was moving, and it doesn't matter. Right. And here's the thing, my personal opinion as a comic reader is, if you can't find something good to say about any comic, and I don't care how, crappy you may think it is or whatever, if you can't find one nice thing to say about it, you're just an asshole, just straight up, you're an asshole. Like it may not be for you, and that's totally cool, but someone else may really love that. That one comic could make a world of difference. It could get someone through a hard time. You don't know. This is art. This is storytelling, and I love your attitude. You're 100% right. When we're at conventions, we always kick sales to each other. There's no such thing as stealing sales from anybody, Yeah,
exactly. I mean, if they're interested in your stuff, they're probably going to be interested in others. And even if they're not, like, there's other genres, like, there's other people, like, when I'm at a con, I say, oh, who doesn't like werewolf stories? Well, you'd be surprised at the amount of people who say that to me while they're at my booth. And I'm like, okay, well, what are you interested in? Because I know a couple other guys who do superhero, they do suspense, detective stuff, crime, go check them out.
Excellent. Well, my partner has claimed a set of 4.
Oh, awesome.
And we're hosting an intergalactic kegger here. Can you do us a favor? Can you sign it for him?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And
he wants the first 4, all 4.
First 4. And Kevin is going to love these books. Kevin, I'm telling you, there's really, really good looking women in the book. Really enjoyed it. So Mog is saying, works the same for the artist. You need to say something good. And yeah, Mog, we went through this last night. You and I and Afua were on the EXP Expo, and we were working off of each other, and you were totally like wanting to learn from Afua. And Mog is she's an information gatherer. She loves just getting info, and she's very good at absorbing knowledge. And so it was so cool, watching her feed off of Afua. And Afua was also like, she just had so much stuff to say. And she was telling me after we were on the XP Expo that she felt like she was talking too much. And I'm like, no, I was totally into everything you were saying. And, there were points when I wanted Mog to say something, but Jen King, who moderated it, did a really good job of transitioning over, and Mog got her moment in the spotlight. And, Mog had so much incredible stuff to say. And, she's awesome. Mog, you're freaking awesome, dude. Love you. And then Val is saying howdy to Kevin. And we got Joe McAfee. He's saying
Kevin got you hooked up.
Yeah, exactly, Joe. And Joe, I'm telling you, man, we gotta get you on here at some point, Okay, so I'm sorry, you were signing those for Kevin. Can you show those up for him one more time?
So we got one. So I usually sign above my name. So if you can't see it because it's in black marker, there it is.
All right, Kevin might actually get that CGC. I know what he's thinking right now. He's like, well, look, I got signature series right here. And here's the thing that's cool, guys. I just had an interesting conversation with a friend of mine, and he has, well, I can't give it away yet, but we're working on a way to make these signatures that you guys are getting, since this is all live and this is happening as a live broadcast, and we got comments and we got people claiming, there, in my mind, is no reason with some sort of proof of certificate of authenticity signed by the creator or something that this can't work as a witness, model for getting books that you guys may want graded. Okay, so in the future, we're doing what we can on our end. Kevin and I are also signing up to become CBCS witnesses. CBCS is excellent, and we got Legos here. We got Steph Wilson in the house. Certificate of authenticity, Peter. So, and we can provide that at a later point for you, whatever you need. We're working on it. Just bear with us a little bit, and we're going to have new creators every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Central, and 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing this. And I'm going to keep Rob on for like maybe another 5 minutes just because this is the first episode. And I just want to give you guys that last chance to call it as you see it. Call it as you see it! Ah!
You're welcome, Val. Yeah, Val, I saw in the messages she said about showing the Lego figures, so that's why.
No, that's awesome, guys. You guys get to engage here. This is the show for you guys. This is where you get to come on, and it's not about me having a conversation or whatever. You guys pop in. It's like you're walking into a comic shop during a signing. We're just having a conversation. That's the idea of this show. So tell everybody,
it's got a piece out.
It's about me.
Hey, Mark, we'll talk at you.
Awesome. Mahalo. Say hi to Mel from us. And thank you so much. We got mic drop here. So this is excellent. And Rob, what was this experience like? I just want some feedback since it's like the first episode. This will be kind of like our closing question here. Like, how did this experience feel for you as the creator?
I think it went great. I mean, like it definitely, selling yours out and selling more here, like that went past my expectations. Because I've watched a couple of these. I've seen some that were very successful, that weren't. Me being my first time, I think this success I think was because of you.
So no. We all help each other out here. That's how this works.
I think it was great, and I think people who hop on here with you will love it too. And you're just going to improve from here. Now that's your first one under your belt. I'll definitely come back once I get the volumes in my hand, issue 5. You
guys you absolutely will. And here's the great thing: we're going to keep on building by that point. So we're going to have new people watching next time. And that's what's beautiful about the virtual platform is that we can continue to do this. As Kevin and I are selling comics and collectibles, people love comics, and we're going to keep on building on this. And there's gonna come a point when Kevin will be able to do this too. So like we can both kind of handle this on more of a full-time basis. Right now, I'm the face of this because I don't have anything better to do. But Kevin's really good at building houses, so yeah, he goes and he does that during the day. But this is just fantastic, and we look forward to having you back in the future. So with that said, I think it's time to end this show. And I just want to thank you for coming out here. I'm glad that we exceeded your expectations. This exceeded my expectations personally. I was not expecting. I was like, if we sell out everything, I will be very happy. But I had no doubt about it because, I always pick up a new comic series with a bit of skepticism, and that's something that I naturally do as a creator myself. Like the scoff, I'm the artist. But when I read this book, I tore through it. I finished that first issue in like 15 minutes. Went into the second issue, third issue, fourth issue, and I'm like, I need more. And that's always a great feeling when that happens.
Yeah, and it's great to hear it too. I mean, it helps me keep going because I have a full-time job, I have a family. This is like my side thing that I want to make full-time, but it is what it is. At the same time, it's like I have sleepless nights that is getting done to get this out there. So it makes me feel great that I'm doing something right, and it helps me keep going. It's not just blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes, absolutely, man. And Joe's saying, Rob, this is so awesome to be the first. Joe, thank you so much for saying
that. Thank you, Joe.
And we really need to get you on here too, man. You're busting your butt on your comics. All right, Rob, thank you again. We will do this again, man. You
definitely
rock, dude. Take care, man. We will see you soon. All right, excellent. All right, hang out. Do me a favor, hang out backstage. I'm going to close out the show real quick. All right.
Got it.
Okay, awesome. All right. So we got one more comment from Val. This is great, Onrie. This is what I enjoy most about Comic-Con. So wander the dealer's room and meet the indie creators and listen to stories. And if I feel like it, then buy their book. That's a personal connection. So important to me. Thank you, Val. That feedback is exactly what I was hoping to achieve with this. And I will be back here doing this every week for you guys. We got a long list of creators, and who I have for you guys next is going to be crazy. If I showed you their books right now, I would sell out of them right away. I'm not even worried about it. I just have to read it first because that's part of the whole thing is I have to read the books. I'm not going to just bring on the creators and not know what they're doing. That was something I learned last year when I launched Live with Onrie is, you know, when you do the interviews with creators, what you're really giving them an opportunity to do is talk about their stuff. And the more you know about them, the better the interview is going to be. And that's what allowed me to get much better at just giving good interviews and moderating and doing all that stuff. So, you know, that's, I need time to prepare for every episode. The reason why these are selling out so quick is because by the time we're out there pitching it, we already have a knowledge base of it. We know who's going to be interested in it, and we go for it. But regardless, maybe it's not the concept that sells you guys. Maybe it's actually just meeting with the creator and hearing it from them themselves. So this was, you know, off to a bumpy start in the beginning, but you guys carried it. And like I said, this show is for you guys, just like our shopping show is. We are here for you guys round the clock. We're all about that. And I will be back tomorrow on CBSN at 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. And then Mr. Awesome, Kevin Hines, and I. Kevin's got a wheel coming. We're going to do a little wheel spinning thing going. Just, you know, follow it. Don't get all hypnotized here. But Kevin and I are doing a second show in the evening on our network at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern. Who knows what kind of shenanigans we're going to get into tomorrow. It's going to be wild. So thank you so much, guys. I may do a banging job, but the only reason why I have the energy to do it is because you guys are here supporting it, and I love you all. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode of Virtual Signings with Onrie, the live event show. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, on